gentlemen, let's go straight to our next conversation. More Nigerians and groups are joining the calls on the federal government to address the rising cost of food items in the country. In another such calls, the Poultry Association of Nigeria, P.A.N, has urged the government to reduce the cost of poultry feed, a major challenge hindering the growth of the poultry industry. Speaking at the 13th Nigeria Poultry Show, the chairman of the Board of Livestock Feeds, Joe Dada, urged the government to support the agricultural sector to ensure food security. Meanwhile, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, has announced that it uncovered substandard and unregistered sugar products in markets. A statement by the Director of Corporate Affairs of the Commission in Abuja, Ondaje Ijagu, said the substandard sugar failed to meet mandatory vitamin A fortification requirements. Ijagu said the products were smuggled brands from Brazil. He called on consumers to verify the authenticity of sugar products by ascertaining that they have proper labeling, including NAFDAC registration and evidence of vitamin A fortification. All right, Ibn Abo, let's start with you. The concerns raised by the poultry farmers. What are the factors responsible for the rising cost of poultry feeds?
Okay, so I'm looking at the issues we have with our farmers, the insecurity and the stories around the insecurity that they have faced in their various farms. Okay. Some farmers have been sacked from their farms, which we all know. And then the weather and so many other factors affecting them. Because to run a poultry farm, you need to, for poultry feeds, you need maize, you need bran, you need soybean and all of that. And they're all from the farms. So if we're having issues in our farms, definitely it will affect the poultry farms. So what I'm looking at is, how about, the government coming in to intervene for these people? Because it's been long. It's been over 5 years we have been struggling with the price of egg. And egg is a product. It's a poultry product. Exactly. So, and egg is essential. It's not every...
The rate of egg now goes for about 6,000. Yeah. 6,500.
Yes.
Going to 10,000.
Exactly. And this is the only way another man can get protein in his meal. So there is need for government intervention in so many ways. And I want to advise that even the farmers, you cannot use old system. You cannot apply old system to new system. Okay. So there's need for them to innovate. Because if you go to most of these poultry farms, they are still working with the old system. They are not, employing technology into what they are doing.
But it takes money to do all of that.
That is why they need the intervention of government. If government can come in and assist them and make sure that they are assisting the real poultry.
The real poultry farmers.
Yes, and not exactly. That will, to a large extent, relieve off of this the high cost of poultry products.
Just talked about the intervention. Let's talk intervention, solutions now. What kind of intervention, programs or level of intervention do you think the government should bring to the table here as a matter of urgency to arrest this situation that the poultry farmers are talking about?
Yeah, I agree with Ibn about that. The farmers need a lot of help from government. It's done all over the world. Okay. You subsidize agriculture. You assist farmers, especially poultry farmers, because the recommendation of 1 egg a day will almost become an illusion at the rates we are going, because at 6,000, almost 6,000 naira per crate, and the factors responsible for the increment, the continual increment in the prices of a crate of egg, is also boils down to the cost of living, apart from, of course, the cost of the raw materials for the feeds. They also have to transport their products from the farmsteads to the market. Even the middlemen that are off-takers for these eggs also will mark up the the effect of the cost of transportation, especially everybody will factor the 1,000 naira per liter or thereabouts into whatever they are doing. Also, the poultry farmer also uses electricity to keep their cages warm. I mean, it's also, they also have to factor that. Most of them would run on diesel generators. You know how much diesel is. So all those factors has combined to push up this. Even the cost of getting the cages, apart from some of the equipment.
So many factors.
So when you look at all these things, it's a combination of all of this that is leading to the increase, and that's why the poultry farmers are shouting. And as we approach December, the broilers that will be and chicken that will be on sale for Christmas, people should get ready.
It is scary.
Through their nose.
It is
so
scary.
That's why they are actually shouting. Those who are providing, producing, the farmers who are producing maize, millet, sorghum that are used in as source of raw materials have been chased away from their farms. So a combination of these factors is making it difficult for these farmers to keep the prices low. So that's why government must come in to assist them, especially the genuine
ones, exactly.
Farmers, so that it won't become another.
I look forward to getting a crate of egg for at least 1,000 naira. I look forward to.
I doubt if that. It's like looking towards buying a liter of petrol for probably 200.
It's the era of renewed hope.
Okay.
Remember, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful, but
I share in your hope.
You share my hope.
I do.
But let's also look at the other parts. The FCCPC, they raised concern on substandard products, especially in the area of sugar products. Is this an indictment on the NAFDAC, regulatory agency, and also the customs, because these things are coming in? Is this an indictment here?
Well, however they're going to view it, the consumers are the ones suffering. If they're going to view it as an indictment, then they should get up and do the needful. Now, if they talked about sugar, sugar is just one of the many fake products that are in the market today.
Markets now.
You go to the market. There was a time someone was telling me about, she bought fish, smoked fish, and she wasn't sure that she actually bought fish.
Oh, really?
Because, you know, you have cooked this particular kind of fish for so long, so you understand it, you know it, and then you are cooking this same fish, and it's not getting
soft.
It's not getting soft.
It looks rubber.
I can't even explain it. And have you talked about the pomo? A lady bought pomo, and she said she couldn't understand what the pomo was made of. I said, pomo is skin now, animals, cow skin. She said the one she bought, she wasn't sure that was the real pomo she bought. So if you're talking about sugar, begin to look at other food items in the market. Too. Yes. So NAFDAC has a lot to do. They have a lot to do. They should begin to carry out this spot checking in our marketplaces, in various shops.
The country, we have. Yes, I know we have porous borders, but how do they get into the country? Do they disappear into the country? At least they pass through the borders.
You see, apart from the ones that are being brought into the country, there are some factories in Nigeria
that also produce.
They produce this fake food items that you think you are eating a particular food item, but you are eating something else. There was a time somebody told me about the beans she bought. She said she cooked these beans and she nearly emptied a gas cylinder.
Oh dear.
And it never got soft. It was just there like you put pebbles in your pot. People are buying and eating this food item.
And let's not talk about the harm it does to the body.
So I mean, the onus is on NAFDAC to do the needful. They need to check this. And also, I think SON too should...
The Standard Organization of Nigeria.
They should take up the responsibility.
Moji, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think NAFDAC is overstretched
Overstretched.
Overstretched.
Should there be another agency?
No, they need to improve on their manpower. As in, they don't have enough manpower to do the proper. You know, if you the kind of staff they have in Lagos, for example, alone, how many staff do they have to cover the whole of Lagos, for example? And I've had
let alone the entire country.
Let alone the entire country. So they need to increase their manpower, and also they need to work hand in hand with the standards of Nigeria. Then the customs too, they need to do their job. You know, these smugglers could be funny, but then it's not all the time that most of these goods are smuggled into the country. We have those who actually reside in Nigeria here and manufacture these fake products. Like there's some.
I've heard of fake alcoholic drinks.
Of course, even beverages, malt drinks. Yes. You will think you are buying Maltina, but if you look at it, you will see that I is missing somewhere. You see, it's Maltina. I mean, but you can hardly decipher. They manufacture fake Coca-Cola products. So these are guys that all they're after is their pockets. They don't care. And imagine somebody manufacturing fake pharmaceutical products.
Stiffer penalties, maybe.
Yes, I think, yeah, of course they have been penalizing them, but then it's not been serving as a deterrent. It's like when death penalty was invoked on drug dealers, they were still carrying drugs. Yes, those who carry drugs to Malaysia or Singapore, you know it is a death penalty, or to China, or even or Saudi Arabia, but people still smuggle drugs to those places. And they will now be calling on the federal government to come and bail them out, to come and plead on their behalf. So, and the long and short of it, they will tell you is that because of the economic hardship they are facing. That's what it boils down to, or they said it's the devil that pushed them to. But then, when you are inflicting pain on other people because of the result, I mean, as a result of these fake products, you are not thinking of the devil, you are not thinking of any other thing, you are thinking of your pocket then. No. So that's why I think, stiffer penalties could be a way of reducing some of these menace.
But how about homemade sugar products? Homemade, sugar products that are actually made in Nigeria. That NAFDAC actually, so apart from importing, how about we promote that?
Okay, I think the problem we have...
I think we used to have that back in the day.
Yes, the problem we have...
We still have some locally...
yes, we still do. We still do, but the problem is some of them are very expensive. Yeah. So when people go to the market, they look for the cheapest products to buy. The ones that are supposedly pocket-friendly. Yeah. So when they buy this, they forget that they are buying what is substandard, what could hurt their organs. Yeah. So there is need for more sensitization, and there is need for stringent measures. People should be punished. If you go to the hospital, many people are down with various very strange ailments.
Do you support stiffer penalties, though? Stiffer penalties for those who...
I do. I'm not talking about capital punishment, no. But I think, and then again, some people believe in buying their way out of being punished. Okay. So that has to be addressed too.
Okay. All right. We need to go on this quick break. And when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go anywhere.